We are currently in the middle of a stream. I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of a track right now. Went and picked up a load. Um, but you are going to see a few different things about what I've done. I've been playing this game quite a bit today, kind of leveling up, things like that. So let's go ahead and fire it on up, and we'll get to getting. Alright, so the first thing you're going to notice is I did trade in my truck for a different truck. And the reason I did that was because I was hauling a huge, absolute gigantic harvester on an articulate trailer, and going uphill, um, I was losing speed pretty badly. I actually had to kick on the diff lock so I could get all four sets of tires in the back going. Um, so that pretty much told me that I didn't have enough horsepower to carry on with what I had to do. So I dropped it off, and I think I did a couple more runs with that one. And then I picked up another harvester that was pretty much the same size, and the same thing happened, going up a hill, and I just wasn't able to pull it off. I was slowly losing speed, had to kick on the diff lock again, and then I was able to get up that hill. So once I dropped that off, I went to the truck dealer, traded in the blue truck, and picked up this International Lone Star. I mean, essentially, it's the same body, things like that. This one's got the stack on the outside, and it's got 100 extra horsepower, and it's got a 12-speed transmission with, I believe, 200-gallon fuel tanks. So overall, it's a much better truck compared to what I had. It's got more power. It's got a decent inside. I mean, I don't remember. The way that I like to play this game is from the outside, so I can see the whole truck and the whole road. But it's got digital insides, yada yada yada, stuff like that. So right now we are traveling with the International Lone Star. We did pick up a harvester in San Rafael. We are heading to Eureka. I believe that it's about a 3.5 hour trek. One other thing that we did is we did purchase a new truck earlier today, and we hired on a new driver. So this particular driver that is going, we've got her training to do heavy cargo. That way she can make me the most money possible. So she's going to be transporting high-value cargo primarily. So right now she's making me about $3,000 a day profit. Her rating has gone up. It was a 0.8 rating when we hired her, and now it's a 3.3. So it is going up. She's doing a good job. She's actually got the same truck that I had before, just a bone stock one. We didn't do anything special to it. Once we start getting in a little bit more money, pay off the loans, we are going to get in her truck and then trade it in for one that I've got now. Just basically keep doing that back and forth, trade up, until we get to the big dogs. Eventually, we're going to find a new dealer and different things like that. So once we do start doing that, then we'll take a look and we'll do a little bit of price shopping and see if we can maybe trade in these two trucks for, I don't know, maybe like a Cat or an old Pete or something like that. So in the meantime, we're just going to continue on with the truck that we're on right now, with that harvester, and we will carry on. So right now we're just waiting at the red light. I've got it right here. I'm carrying an articulated harvester, articulated trailer with a harvester on it. And this thing weighs an absolute ton. I want to say it weighs about 44,000 pounds. So that was pretty much the reason that I had to get a new truck, because the old truck just wasn't able to pull it off. It was just too much. It was too much weight. So we're gonna go around this corner really slowly, so I don't. Yep, I thought that was gonna happen. All right, so there was really not much I could do about that one. So now we're going to slow down quite a bit and go around this corner super wide, because I've got a lot of trailer behind me, and I need to be very, very careful with it. But this thing it's got a whole lot more balls to it than what my truck did. So it's a good truck. I think it was a good investment. And I think it'll serve us quite well for right now, until we get to the point where we need to upgrade. So looking at the GPS, we've got about 190 miles to go, and just a little under 4 hours worth of game time. We are driving at night. Not my biggest fan, but I'm not able to go very fast anyway with this 44,000-pound trailer attached to me. So we'll get up to the speed limit, throw on cruise control, and we'll get to going. Cruise control is now on, and we're just gonna steady truck. This particular truck is quite a bit more sensitive than the last one, just because it's a bigger truck. It's got an extra 100 horsepower on it, so I'm still trying to get a little bit different feel. In the last one, it's longer, it is taller, so I'm still trying to get the feel of it. It's nothing real major. I mean, it's not something that that's gonna be like going from like an SUV to a semi, but it is a little bit different. I did take a look at some of the other trucks that they had available. They had fleet trucks available. I'm not sure if those are new or used, but I've always been with different things that I personally buy. That I'm going to be using on like a daily basis, like tools and things like that. I always like to buy them new. That way they are new. Nobody's ever used them. Nobody's ever abused them. Different stuff like that. So, gonna keep on trucking down here, and I want to say I've gone probably about 150 miles in this truck so far, and I've barely touched the gas that was in it. They gave me a full tank when I bought it, so that was always nice of them. Now this one, I think I mentioned, does have a 12-speed transmission. The last truck had a 13-speed transmission, but with the extra 100 horsepower, it's going to accelerate better and harder than the last one did. So that's all good for me. Once we drop off this trailer, then depending on where we drop it off at, we can take a look at the yard and see if there's anything that looks like it might be going somewhere. And if there is, then we'll just go ahead and pick that up right from there. That way we don't have to travel very far to our new pickup. And the more often we're pulling something, the more we're getting paid, and the better we're getting paid. Once we drop off a tractor or a trailer, and then we have to go pick up a new one, that's just time and gas being wasted. So if they've got something that I can pick up from there, bring it to wherever it's got to go, then I'll go ahead and do that. But the pay does have to be right. I'm not gonna go 3.5 hours worth of driving for $2,000 if it's not $10,000 or higher. I'm not even gonna bother doing it. Now, one thing that I did notice that when we were looking at the game screen is that I did have an available skill point that I could put on something. I didn't do it yet just because I'm in the middle of this. So once I drop this off, then we're gonna go back into the game menu, put it on high value cargo skill, and that will allow me to make more money pulling more stuff. If you were part of the stream yesterday, Gamer Dad was telling me that Rocket Gamer Dad was telling me that he pulled a harvester like the one that I've got now, but he pulled it for like $35,000. I'm all about it. I'll take that son of a bitch from LA to New York for $35,000. So the new driver that we hired, they are doing high value cargo now. That way they can continue making me money, and then once we pay down some of the loans that we've got out, I think we've got $500,000 worth of loans or something like that. Then we'll buy another truck, because we upgraded the garage yesterday, if you remember. So I can have one more spot to put a truck. So we'll buy a new truck, hire a new driver, and then put them in training for high value cargo also. So that way I'll be making twice as much money than with just the one. So that is the current plan. Right now it's just steady going. A little bit under 2 hours remaining on this run. With this harvester, it takes up a lot of real estate. I mean, it's absolutely gigantic. Once we get to the drop-off point, before I actually drop it off, I'll do a 360 with the camera so you can see exactly how big this thing is. I mean, it dwarfs my truck. It makes my truck look like an S10 compared to it. But this thing does make such a huge improvement going uphill. So when I had the other truck, I was going up apparently I had to make a pretty damn steep hill, because I was trying to go up the hill, and I couldn't do it. Without the diff lock on, I just couldn't get the speed going. So at that point, the decision was made that I needed a new truck or a bigger motor. And to be perfectly honest with you, the cost for a new motor was like almost $50,000, and the trade-in value for the old truck to this truck, I was going to end up paying $50,000. I guess I was going to pay about I want to say it was about $49,000 is what I was going to have to pay on top of trading in the truck. So it just made more sense to me to get the bigger transmission, get the bigger motor, the bigger truck, and still pay the same amount of money. So that's what we did. We just traded up and did that. Now, once we get enough money, I'm probably going to upgrade this motor to, I think I saw a 650 horsepower motor and a 13-speed transmission. So, and you can see how much this weight's pulling on me, because I'm going up a pretty steep hill and I'm dropping speed. With the last truck, I didn't move. I mean, I was literally doing 5 miles an hour up that hill because it just wouldn't go any faster. Even with the diff lock on, it just wasn't able to do it. So I'm happy with the purchase. I'm quite happy with the decision. So we're gonna come over on lanes because I believe I'm gonna have to turn right here in a little bit, and once we get into town, I really don't want to have to fight traffic with a trailer this size on me. And we've got cruise control on. We're just steady cruising. So that's all good. We did pass on a previous run. We did pass an accident before, and normally when you pass an accident, it'll have you get off at the exit before, or no, it'll block off that exit and make you go to the next exit, which could make you go. God, I mean, you could go 5 hours out of the way when you pass that exit. In this case, there was an accident on the road. There was no exit to get off at, so I had to squeeze this gigantic freaking harvester with like 2.5 inches of room between a fire truck and a what are you doing? No, I guess they were slowing down. So it drops on at 30 miles an hour now. So I had to bring this gigantic freaking trailer and tractor with this huge harvester with about 2 inches of room on each side of the between the guardrail and the fire truck. I ended up hitting the guardrail just because you can't even breathe on this shift on the joystick without hitting something. Fortunately, it didn't do any damage to the truck. And it didn't cost any money or anything like that. And if I would had to guess, it's because there was no choice. I mean, I can either sit there and wait for something to happen or go around. And I don't know if I would have been able to sit there. I don't know. So I went around. I mean, I didn't slam into anything. I just it would have been just paying transfer or stuff like that. You know, kind of like Robbins Racing. If you've ever seen Daytona 500, then you know what that is. So I kind of wish I would have had that stream going when I was pulling the same kind of harvester with the same kind of trailer with the last one. I mean, at this point, you would have seen such a huge difference. That hell gets 0 to 60 in about 8.5 minutes, or 8.5 days, depending if I'm going uphill. And I can stop better with this thing too. Even with carrying this much weight, it still stops better than the last one. So this is going to be just a little bit tricky. Go. So that was good. So we're about ready to drop this pig off, and then see what kind of trailers they have available there. And if I can tell that it's something decent. I mean, I can look and see if it's something decent, but if it's something decent, we'll just pick up from right there and carry on. The plan once we oh yeah, we can probably gonna be able to pick up the yeah, it's not gonna work. So we'll back up a little bit, and I gotta make this turn a lot wider. So okay, we're just gonna go ahead and pick it up here. And we're not even gonna. We're just gonna let them do it because that's just too much. That's just too much tractor trailer to work with. So we're almost at level 10. We've got about, I don't know, 800 points to go. So let's take a look at our driver, see how she's doing. She's currently sleeping. She's making me almost $4 a day, so I'm happy with that. I'm making about almost $10 a day, so I'm pretty happy about that. So average profit per distance is about $7.47 a mile profit. So I kind of wish it'd let me give raises and whatnot, but so we're looking at $96,000 in the bank right now. So let's go to skills, and we'll add one for high cargo. So now we are rank 3, which is 15% higher reward, 5% increase for high value delivery. So once we get to 6, I'm hoping once we get to 4 or 5, then we'll start bringing in some serious money. As my driver's at 4, so she's getting 20% higher reward and 5% increase. So she should be sitting pretty. Now let's see. So let's oh, I didn't apply it. Apply. There we go. Good boy. So we're going to go to job market. We're going to see what there is. So right now I'm in Eureka. So that's going to be down here. Maybe about right here. That's Barstow. Fresno, Eureka. So there's not really a whole hell of a lot that that's right here. So let's check with price, and we'll come up to here. So San Rafael to Redding, that's $12,000. That's, where's Redding? Redding is right there. So if we start at San Rafael, it's like a matter of 10 miles difference. So we will go to, where's that? That's Hornbrook. Alright, so we'll go ahead and go with that one. That's the highest rated one. We're gonna pick up another harvester. That one's on a single trailer, not the articulated one. See, that's the one we were just driving, and that's the one that it's on now. So I honestly don't know the difference between the two of them, except for on this one, this part right here, that articulates, and this part right here articulates. But it looks like it's the exact same harvester, so I really don't know. It really doesn't make any sense to me why I've got two different trailers. So looks like we have a filter here that we can, that's low beds, that's high value. Alright, so these are all of our high value stuff. This thing right here, I did one of these earlier today. Wow, that thing is absolutely gigantic. So we're gonna go back to here, pick up that one, but before we leave, that's how big that sumbitch is. So we're disconnected, and that's that mobile. The thing in the yellow thing is that mobile barrier. That thing is absolutely gigantic. I mean, it's good for if you're taking left-hand turns, just because of the way it's built. Oh, that was close. but you can see how absolutely huge it is. I mean, I don't really know what they use it for. I've never seen one. But let's see if we can get out of the. Alright, so you've got the two wheels up there is one part of the trailer, and then you've got the back part of the trailer. The two wheels up there are a separate piece that where you see the gooseneck go down onto the wheels. That's just like another trailer that's on a trailer. No, I'm not a professional trucker, so I have no idea what the purpose of that is. But I know it can fit on a regular size trailer, so. But that one adds about, I want to say probably about 30 extra feet of trailer on top of you. So it'll, it's not the easiest. It's not the easiest to drive. So we're just gonna go ahead and take the truck, and we're gonna go pick up that other harvester that is 223 miles away. Now that one, where is that one going? So that's going to Sacramento. And then I don't remember where the other one was going. Reading. So okay, either way, no worries. We're just gonna keep on keeping on. We're not gonna take out the Lexus or Mercedes. So 4 hours and 47 minutes away, and off we go. We are going to have to rest up before we pick up that that trailer, because once I pick up the trailer, I'm on a deadline, and I made the mistake of forgetting to rest up, and I ended up using up all my time, and it was a I think it was a $9,000 payday, and I got docked for $1,700 of it. So that kind of sucked a lot. That was very much no bueno. So now, if we do need to rest up, fuel is different. If we do need to rest up, we're going to do it before we pick up the cargo. That way we're not on timeline. And we're going to get up to 30 or 32 and kick on cruise control. And just keep on trucking. I am pretty amazed at the fuel economy of this particular truck. This thing's getting great mileage. We just went, what, almost 3 hours worth of driving, and I barely used a quarter of a tank, and I was pulling 44,000 pounds. I mean, you can't beat that with a stick. Let's get back up to speed. Kick on the cruise control is on, and we'll just keep on going. One thing that I did notice, if you look on the sides, you'll see the speed limit signs. We're up to 55 now. It'll go 55, 70, 55. So, and then like right here, it'll be speed limit 65. And then right here, it'll be speed limit 55. It never changes to actually reflect the 65. So I don't really know why the sign's even there. I mean, you can't get up to 65 miles an hour before you gotta drop back down to 55. There's some weird things in the game that I've noticed. I mean, definitely not breaking news worthy or anything like that. So just a quick reminder, if you are not following us, make sure you follow us on twitch.tv/ToySoldierGames. You can also find us on YouTube by searching Toy Soldier Games. You can see all of our past streams and the one we're doing currently. And you can go to streamlabs.com/ToySoldierGames and view us there also. Make sure you give us a follow so that you can be notified when we do go live again. And on Streamlabs, you can actually go into our merch store where you can purchase things like mugs, mouse pads, stickers, shirts, hoodies, women's tank tops, and a women's tops, all with our Toy Soldier Games logo on it. Keep in mind the fulfillment center is at 50% capacity, so they are running a little bit behind, and that's pretty much standard issue with any place in the world right now. But the profits do go to helping support the channel. If you would like to donate, it's not. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, we're doing this for fun. But you can by going to the donation tab and donate whatever you want. $1, $5, $100,000, whatever tickles your pickle. And that'll all go into helping support us with this stream. So we're gonna keep on trucking. We got a little over 3.5 hours to go before we pick up our harvester. About 167 miles. It's currently 8:23 in the morning on a Tuesday, and yeah, we're just gonna keep on trucking. Then we have Post-Ed Express, the games version of FedEx. I'm guessing they couldn't get the licensing agreement. We are going to need rest here soon. We're about... Ooh, look at you. Okay, come on now. This thing maneuvers pretty daggone well. So we do got to get rest, like I was saying, but we're only at about 50% tired. I guess is what you want to call it. So it's not something that we need to do right away. What we are going to do before we pick up that harvester, because I don't want to do it while we're on the road. There's that. Right now, this is not going to... Oh, that's because I haven't picked it up yet. Okay. So, once we pick it up, it'll put us on a deadline. And if that deadline is 11, 12 hours, then we have to, if we go to rest, we sleep for about 8 of those hours, and then if anything goes wrong along the way, there's just not enough time to make up the difference. I mean, it's not like I can press my nitrous button and boost up. No, LP and diesel anyway, but same difference. I did consider painting this truck when I bought it, but after looking at the colors and things like that, with all the chrome and stuff, black was just looking pretty good. So I just kept it black. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be in it. I don't need to worry about it if the seats are going to be on fire when I step into it. So it was purely for looks. It looks really nice. I can change it if I really want to. I don't really want to though. I mean, it's not even remotely close to the listing even close to the top 10 listed priorities. Not for the game, anyway. So, if you are watching the live stream, we do have our second monitor going, so I can read all the chats. Say hi, who you are, where you're from, what you're doing, so we can talk to you and say hi, wish you a day. I'm not sure how long we're going to be streaming for today. I think yesterday we did it for like 2.5 hours, something like that. And don't really feel like we got a whole lot accomplished. I do know that the stream itself was 2 hours and 23 minutes or something like that. But my stream, that lasted like 2 hours and 45 minutes. What I didn't realize is that my cat hit a button and knocked me offline. So I don't know exactly how long I wasn't live for. The cat is still alive. We didn't hurt it. We didn't do anything to it, even though I wanted to chuck it across the room because it kind of messed up what I was doing. So right now we're about 50 minutes into this live stream. So once we pick up this this truck, we're gonna get rest first, and then we're gonna pick up the harvester. And before we actually carry on, we're gonna take a real quick intermission, so I can stretch, hit my vape, take a drink, stuff like that, before we carry on. Because even though the driver that doesn't exist says he's tired, the actual driver, aka me, does need to stretch out every now and then. But we'll wait until we get everything accomplished that we got to get accomplished, and then we'll get after it. So it looks like we're in upstate California now, which is more the country area. Once you get to the Bay Area, like San Francisco, LA, down there is where you've got something like 8 million people crammed into just a very small area. And from what different friends have told me, I do have a few friends that live out in California on Facebook. They told me that Northern California wants to break off of Southern California, and the option that they want to do is to either become North and South California, or they want Idaho to absorb Northern California, which would give Idaho it would stop Idaho from being landlocked again. They would actually have a coastal region. I don't know how far that made it in the legislature, or if they even started it yet, but I guess that's one of the current plans, to break away from California. And throw me a petition my way. I'm all about it. I'll sign it. Back some years ago, Florida tried to do the same thing. I think they wanted to break into 3 different areas, and that went over like a lead balloon, and nobody went for it. But they sure did try. They sure did try and push it through. But there was some kind of Oh, well, on that. Excuse me. There was some kind of law that prevented it from happening, and I don't know if it was some state law or it was part of the Florida Constitution that wouldn't allow it. But yeah, they tried to push it through, and it went up like a wet balloon. So we're about 45 minutes away from picking up this harvester. So we are going to find a rest area. Once we get, we'll probably be close to it once we get about where we got to go. Take a rest, and then go ahead and get the trailer. So it looks like we've got a rest stop up here, right on the side. That's also a service center. So we'll go ahead and pull in there, get rest, and then get after it. Looks like we got a skate park going on there. I didn't pack my skateboard in the trunk. So let's see here. We will. Oh, come on, stop. Okay. We'll go ahead and spin this puppy around, pull it into park. And then we'll go get some quick rest. And we'll just stop right there. Alright, so let's get after it. So we're at full health right now. We can go forever and ever and ever. Fortunately, traffic will be just fine at this late at night. Everybody's at home, doing their home thing, eating dinner, doing whatever, watching their programs, stuffs like that. Come on, don't get hit. There we go. Yeah, I kind of thought there was another rest stop up here, but I didn't really want to chance it. The reward of getting here earlier wasn't worth the risk of possibly not being able to make my destination on time. That was there we go. Turn on some high beams here so we can actually see what we're doing. Yeah, I got my high beams on. All right. Going to, I thought this was a wine company, but apparently it's not. Although I am picking up a harvester, so I mean that would kind of sort of make sense. Oh, there we are. Okay. No, I guess it is a wine company. Okay. So we're gonna go here. Freight market, and Well, that is not at all what I was trying to get to. So that may have that job actually may have expired. So I guess we'll go to here. Actually, we're gonna go to here. That way we are not we're not on the road too long with that. So let's go ahead and pick up our trailer. And the trailer's right there. So we gotta back it in. Throttle our feather our throttle is what I'm trying to say. Alright. Like a fucking glove. There we go. Alright, she's attached. So now we've got 7 hours and 44 minutes to go, like an hour. So we are going to take a small intermission, and then we'll get back after it. So we will be right back. back. So while I was gone, took a look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, and they are whooping up on the Washington football team, previously known as the Washington Redskins. This is the NFL wildcard round. So hopefully my Bucs can make it to the next part of the playoffs. And I want to say that'll be the first time they do that since 2007. Now, not gonna lie, not been a big fan of Brady, but he has done some amazing things for the team as far as plays, and he's got some amazing weapons to use. Michael Evans, Antonio Brown, Gronkowski, all fantastic players. So, go Bucs. Let's see what y'all can do. Alright, so let's go ahead and get back after it. So we got 7 hours and 44 minutes to do this job, but I think we only have to go maybe like an hour. So 2 hours and 23 minutes. Okay, not a problem. So we are all connected to the trailer. And if you are a Tampa Bay fan, the score is currently 18-7 Tampa Bay. And I mean, once Brady got on the team, they became Super Bowl contenders practically immediately. And now here we are at the wild card round. So we're going to take this real nice and slow out of here. If I remember last year, they were they had a losing season last year. So it wasn't great. But I believe they have Brady on a 2-year contract right now, and he's already said that he'll play for the Bucs for as long as they want him to, which is cool. It'd be nice to see the Tampa Bay get back into where they used to be, back when they had Sapp and Gruden was coaching. As that Super Bowl game back in February 2001, that was a hell of a game. I want to say they played the Raiders on that game, but that was definitely a crazy night. But it was a good time. Alright, so we're back on the road again. We got just over 2 hours to go. We're gonna get back up to 55 and then kick on cruise control and steady trucking. Still got about a half a tank of fuel left. So I am thoroughly impressed with the fuel mileage on this truck. I mean, I'm quite impressed with it. When I bought this truck, it had the option to get a 13-speed with a retarder on it. To be perfectly honest, I don't know enough about diesel transmissions and everything to even know what a retarder is. So I decided against it just because I didn't know what it would do, if it was going to be at all beneficial, and it was like $4,000 more to add that in there. So I just decided against it. And I might Google it a little bit to see where, oh, that's a red light. Oops, sorry. Oh yeah, we're just fucking all kinds of shit up. I wasn't even paying attention to that. So, the way I kind of figure it is, if I've already got the violation, I might as well just keep on trucking through it. Yeah, I got my high beams on. So that was about $650 that I didn't really want to spend, but I'll own it. It was completely and totally my own stupid fault. I was actually looking at the trailer that was on the side of the road, and on the way up when we passed it, I saw that it had a job available, but I didn't see anything there. And on the way back, I saw that that dual row of like wire or cable or something. But I was paying attention to that, not to the red light that I completely blew through, and then took out like 4 cars in the process. It is what it is. So we're going to pull off this side of the road here really quickly. I just need to take a look at something real quick. So I will be right back in just a moment. Okay. So now we are back, and I realized that on my computer I had to rearrange some screens to be able to see everything. And when I did that, I blocked the chat, so I wasn't going to be able to see it. And that wasn't going to be okay. Because the people that are watching, I want them to be able to talk to me so I can acknowledge them. They want to say hi or up yours or something of that nature. Go around this corner, try not to take off the corner, and then we're gonna keep on going. Got about 70 miles to go, a little under an hour and a half to do it. Well, it says an hour and 25 minutes according to GPS, but any guy that's ever used GPS knows that's not time of arrival, that's time to beat. That's more like a challenge, really. So we are just gonna keep on trucking. So as far as I can tell, when you are driving and you are using your high beams only, even though it is technically a dick move, I haven't seen where it takes away any kind of experience or gives you any kind of fine or anything like that. So, I mean, if it doesn't do anything to harm you or to harm me, then I'm just going to stay with the brights on because I want to be able to see. Injectors control on, cruising out, got about a half tank fuel left, 55 minutes left on the, 55 minutes and 42 miles left on the ticker. To drop this thing off and then we'll see what kind of jobs they have there. Because I didn't look to see what I was actually carrying, I just looked to see how much I was going to get paid to do it. Dropped down to 50, 40. And I mean, it's really kind of irrelevant to me what's in the box as long as I get paid a good amount of money to deliver it. So I don't know what my driver just picked up and dropped off, but she just made like $5 grand. So if she made like $5 grand, then that gave me a real pretty penny. So it looks like we're going to be coming up on a toll road here in a minute. I don't know if I'll have to pay the toll or if I've already paid the toll on the way up here. But more than likely I'm going to have to pay the toll. Which is fine, it's whatever. Yeah, I got to pay the toll. The toll was $25. It's freaking highway robbery. Ching ching. Like I said before, it's like being on the New Jersey Turnpike when you gotta pay $17 to go through one toll. "28 minutes left. We should be. Speed limit went up to 55, so we're gonna kick back up to 55. Hit cruise. Let her eat. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Ooh, wow, that was close. Every now and then, I go to turn and it's my camera, or I go to use my camera and I end up turning. No, we're at 30 miles an hour now. We must be in a town somewhere. Oh, we're right around the corner from where we got dropped off at, so that'll work. But if I go to turn and hit my camera, then I end up just slamming right into somebody. And if I go to turn the camera and I end up turning, then I end up slamming into somebody. And it's really just me not paying attention to what I'm doing. That's all that really comes down to, is I wasn't paying attention, not focusing. You must have focus, Danielson. If you haven't seen Cobra Kai on Netflix, third season just came out. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet because I don't have Netflix at the moment. We were using my daughter's password, and she hasn't paid her bill yet. She's probably not going to be paying her bill, so I will probably have to buy my own Netflix, which is fine, I guess, if I have to. And 15 is not, we're not going to worry about 15. So let's see here. Proficiency bonus, so not quite up to hit level 10. So let's check on our driver. And she's now making us about $4,500 a day, which is freaking killer. 96 in the bank. Let's go take a look at our loans here. 12 of 70 days, so of the $400,000 loan, I've got $331,000 to pay back, and then we took out another $100,000 loan to buy the truck, and that has $85,000 left to pay back. I can still borrow an additional $80,000, but I don't really want to do that right now because I'm paying like $7 grand a day, $7,600 a day for these loans. So once we get some more money in the bank, get some of this debt paid down, then we'll go ahead and get another truck and another driver and get them going. For right now, it's just me and whatever that other driver's name is. Her name is going to be that other driver. So now that we've dropped this off, I believe we're in San Francisco. So let's take a look at, go roaming around, see if we can discover anything. And so we'll just go to drive. So we're just going to go drive around for a little bit, see what we can discover. Maybe a truck dealership or a recruitment center, something like that. the more we can discover, the better off we will be in the long run, being able to get parts and just different things like that. So it looks like there's a possible garage that that I might want to take a look at. Or it could be a truck center. I really don't know what it is yet. But it's right up the road, so we're going to go take a look at it, see what it's all about. And then go from there. I'm not going to, if it's just a garage, I'm not going to buy it or anything, because I've already got one open bay that's not being utilized. So, wait for this bus to go by. We'll get after it. So right now we're in San Fran. So that is going to be taking a left here. And of course I caught it right at the edge. Too bad. So let's see what this is. And given the fact that there is a rest area right there, that kind of tells me that there's a garage here. So that's a 3-bay garage. I've already got one of those, so we're not even going to stop and take a look. Because I don't have any need for another 3-bay garage. So let's just take a look around a little bit, see what there is to see, find what there is to find. We're going to slow down so we're not going to get fined too badly. What is this? Let's see. That just looks like a building, so we're going to take a left here, go on up, because I would like to find another truck dealership, so we can maybe look at different trucks and things like that. But it is 1:45 in the morning, so nothing's going to be open right now. So I don't know if that's going to prevent me from discovering it or what. But we're going to take a look anyway. Now this game is fairly new. I'm wondering if the images to the city are accurate to the city. That'd be pretty cool if they were. So that wasn't a red light, it was a green light. Alright, so now we got red light there, green light there. So we're just gonna wait and hold on. We're not gonna touch nothing. Once it turns green, then we'll go take a look around stuff. So in order to drive, I do need both hands. That's what we need. Anybody want a hot dog? There's one on the left. What's that say? Slow down. No, I will not. So it looks like there's some. We're gonna be coming up on something. Let's see what that something is. That does sound so pretty. Or like a kid. Alright, so what is that? Let's see. What do they got to work with here? California, Fresno. Or San Francisco to Fresno. Toys. Yeah. No, we're just gonna keep on exploring. We can't steal the trailer. I've tried. Nothing that way, nothing that way. Something. Oh, no, we're good there. So let's just go down here and take a look. Looks like we're just gonna come to a dock. That's a little rest area. I don't need that yet. But apparently they have Wi-Fi. I'm not gonna be taking out anything. Alright, so nothing down there. Not worth anything anyway. So let's take a look at the map. So I don't remember. There we go. That doesn't show a whole lot. So looks like we still need to go to Stockton and Huron and all this other stuff here, Hornbrook. That way we can start doing a little bit more. So we're gonna start taking some longer travels and go from there. Let's go to Freight Market. Oh, okay. Well, since we got to go pick up, let's see, that's San Rafael to Huron. Pays $53 a mile and $13.5 for payment. So that expires in 4 hours and 14 minutes. So can we make it? That's 2.5 hours. So yeah, we should be able to make it just fine. I think. Let's find out in a minute. So let's get after it. Go pick up that trailer. And that's the articulated harvester trailer, so you can see exactly how much of a bitch that is to drive. I did forget to take a look at her driver, see how she was doing. Alright, cruise control is on. We're going to go back up to the highway. Driving at 30 miles an hour is like watching paint dry. There's a turn anyway. Actually, I have to turn right there, so that. Before it turns green, gives me another red light camera violation. All these people are flashing their lights out there like I don't know I have my high beams on. Yes, I put them on. I went around that corner too fast. This thing is super sensitive. So we'll find a service center along the way, repair the truck. Hopefully we can find one with a fuel station. Steady cruising at 50 miles an hour. But no, under 2.5 hours left. I don't think we have to go back through the tolls. I think we took care of that on the way in. I could be wrong. It happened twice last week. Sacramento exit. It's weird with this truck. This truck wants to down. Let's just slow down that way with the guardrail again. With this truck, when you go up a hill, it wants to downshift like you normally would your car or truck. The other trailer, it was like allergic to downshifting. Weird. Get the speed. Cruise control it. I don't want that exit. little under an hour and a half left, 65 miles. We're on I-80. I think I mentioned this before, and I think it might have been the first stream that we did with American Truck Simulator. If you are on an interstate, and it's an even number interstate, like I-80, I-10, I-4, something like that, those are designated east to west or west to east. If you're on an odd number, like I-75, I-95, or any odd number interstate, those are north to south, south to north. I found that out a couple years ago. I thought it was pretty cool. So I'm going to zoom out here real quick, and if you look at right underneath the fifth wheel hitch, there's a differential there that controls the first set of dual tires. Right behind that, you've got the other set of dual tires. The diff lock is in the transfer case that's underneath the fifth wheel. That will kick in, turn the PTO shaft in, or turn the PTO shaft to engage the rear differential to turn on, or basically send power to the back two wheels. So when I mentioned that I didn't realize that my truck had four-wheel drive, it doesn't have four-wheel drive, but it kind of does. Typical four-wheel drive is two wheels in the front turn, two wheels in the back turn. With this, it has four-wheel drive, but it just has two differentials in the back. And that's what I was having to kick on to be able to go up a hill with the old truck. Cruise control is engaged. We're on, if I had to guess, that's probably County Road 37. Just under 40 minutes to go, 28 miles. Apparently my cruise control didn't turn out like I wanted it to. No, I'm going to another winery. Oh, that's right. I'm picking up that harvester. That's where we're going. I remember now. That mammoth of a chunk of machinery. So first things first, just like we did before, we're going to pull in. No, we can't pull in fast. I don't have time to do that. So yeah, we're pitching up. So I do have to find a service center to get my truck fixed. And that's probably going to be a couple $1,000, which is going to suck. But it's my fault, so I can't really bitch too much. I'm guessing this is all the winery stuff. so many money. Take job. This should be fun. Alright, so alright, so let's drag this big bastard out here. And you can see how just absolutely enormous this thing is. Nothing there, nothing there. Alright. It does give me a real nice view though. I do like this particular angle. Being how the trailer is so big, it gives me a chance so I can actually like see my my tail lights and stuff like that. So let's take a look, and this has got, I got 21 hours to get to the destination. So it's a 5-hour trip. If I go to rest, it'll probably suck up about 8 of those hours. 21. Yeah, I think it's worth the risk. I can dig it. We'll just go ahead and take the rest, and we should be good to roll. The rest area is right to my right. From there. From there. Alright. And engine malfunction. Alright, so let's just go ahead and rest. So now we've got 10 hours and 32 minutes to go. I want to say, what, 5 hours? Four hours and 51 minutes. Alright, cool. We can do that. I still haven't had to stop for gas since I bought the truck. Still extremely impressed with that. So this will be the real test of whether or not buying this truck was a ginormous waste of money, or it was a good idea, because I'm sure I'm gonna have to go up some hills. Nothing there. Nothing there. Earlier today, I was driving a frac tank, and I came out of a gas station, and this truck didn't even make an attempt to stop, just ran into my front end, caused some damage to my truck, of course, but I didn't get the accident defense. So apparently they do have it set up so it's not your fault. You don't get the ticket for it. Always a good thing. So it's 43 miles an hour right now, trying to get to 55, but on these windy roads, I don't foresee me getting up to 55 at any point, because with a trailer this big, it's fairly complicated to control. Even though it's called an articulate trailer, it takes a lot of articulating to make it go where I want it to go. Looks like it's starting to straighten out, then we're going to get on the highway. So we're going to take this super wide. Getting better and better at this one. So now we'll get back up to 55, 4 hours, or just under 4 hours now. We're still picking up speed going uphill, so that pretty much gives me my verification that the truck just didn't have the ball I needed to make this thing move. We're not setting any speed records with this harvester, but we are going up. I don't really need to set any speed records for this. I mean, this harvester trailer is legitimately hard enough to control without going flying. Although I am kind of curious on how fast I can get this thing up to. So it looks like we got to be finding some fuel here soon. I do have to repair this truck soon, so we're going to see if we can find a service station and a gas station all at the same place. If we can, that's where we're going. If we can't, well, I'll look at that later. One crisis at a time. So the exit has a rest area and the toll plaza. That's not going to do me any good. Alright, so apparently how much is that? Alright, so that's not too bad. It's only gonna add a little bit of time back onto me. And I might be able to swing around in here. If I can, I absolutely will. No, it doesn't look like it. This is about where I was, in the position I was when I had to do the whole diff lock thing. This should give you a rough idea on how much weight I'm pulling. I'm pulling 44,000 pounds. And the truck wasn't even moving. It wasn't even going up. So that's a good thing. Once we drop off this trailer, we'll drop it off and take a quick break, stretch our backs, hit the base. Went outside to have a cigarette if we need to. Take a drink, stuff like that. Make a drink. Or in my case, I want to get a pizza. This is a 30-mile-an-hour zone, so we're just gonna take it really slow, really easy. Still, I think, have enough fuel to get to where we gotta get to, so that's good. Okay, I'm not entirely sure where I'm at right now, but I do know I can get cocktails there. So I want 3 hours and 51 minutes to go. Maybe it'll tell me where I'm at. Alright, so we've got 3 hours and 44 minutes to go. We've got 7 hours and 10 minutes to get there. So yeah, alright, cool. Why would you make me stop? My hole shot in this truck is non-existent. Fuck it, we're just gonna go for it. We were already in the middle when it came by, so. Looks like my driver is leveled up, so that'll give her an extra boost in her skill set. Kick on cruise control. We're gonna have to find fuel here real soon. So it looks like we're going to be able to hit. Yes, I'm aware I'm running out of fuel, thank you. So, we're going to have to find some gas here real quick. There's got to be a fuel station around here somewhere. I know there is. I just don't know where it's at. Just over 3 hours to go. I really need to find a service station so I can repair this truck. Fortunately, I've got some wiggle room so that if I do need to pull off into an area outside of my main route to get gas, I've got enough time to do it. But it doesn't look like there's any fuel there. So we're not going to go there. We are going to drop down in speed because I don't need to be speeding. So we'll just take right the speed limit until we find some fuel and hope we find it in time. I don't know what happens when you run out of fuel, but I would imagine somebody would have to deliver it to me, or I'm gonna have to abandon this load. If I have to abandon the load, that's like a $12,000 fine, or $12,000 penalty that I really don't want to pay. Alright, so we got fuel coming up right off this exit, and we have rest that I don't need right now. I don't have a service station yet, but I'll find one of those soon. The big thing is getting gas, getting some diesel in this truck, and so I can continue on going. Because I am way, way low. Nothing coming that way. Nothing coming that way. Alright, so shut the truck off and we'll load this pig up. So it looks like we still had about 13 gallons left, give or take. So now this is the fun part, getting this gigantic tow pig out of here. Coming that way or that way. Yeah, well, getting this thing out wasn't that complicated. This is one of the multiple reasons I don't drive at night. Can't see shit, and just a quick update from the Tampa Bucks fans. Tampa Bay is up 21-16. They are in the fourth quarter with 12:49 to go. This is the NFL wildcard round. Right now it's 3rd and 9 at the Washington 26. Washington does have the ball. And Washington's a 7 and 9 team, so I mean this isn't really a. Washington is kind of, I think they're the 6th seed in the wild card round. So I mean it's not a real tough game. Let's just put it that way. Can't go live and 5 live. if you can get audio for me to join you in your audio, we can try that. I'll kill this stream and join you in yours. Why do you need a USB sound card? I think I just have to have Skype. There should be, if I remember right, there's a setting in OBS that you can add somebody through Skype. Ah, okay. Are you gonna do ATS or are you gonna do City Skylines? Rock on. That's pretty much what I did today. Oh, you're getting all kinds of snazzy, huh? I just have the one driver that I hired, one more truck. I traded in my old truck for the truck that I'm in now because it didn't have enough power to pull these articulate trailers with the harvesters on them. I was at full throttle and not moving up the hill. I'd say start yours, and once I get done dropping this off, I'll end my stream and I'll catch up with you on yours. If you're not part of the chat, I'm talking to Rockin' Gamer Dad. He's going to be doing his stream of American Truck Simulator. You'll be able to see his stream at twitch.tv/Rockin' Gamer Dad. That's ROCKIN Gamer Dad. So once we get done with this one, we're gonna head over there and see what he's up to. He's done a lot more in his game than I did in mine. So he's got a lot more. He's able to do like those like big time jobs and stuff like that. So nothing there, nothing there. So we'll drop this gigantic big behemoth of a trailer off, and we'll cut this one, go over and see him. And I learned apparently there's a thing called a wrong way offense. Like going down the wrong way on a road. Alright, so we're getting ready to pull in this, and Huron discovered. That's one of the things that I wanted to do. I wanted to do more exploring. And okay. So as much as I would like to try and park this articulated trailer backwards, we're just going to go ahead and pull it forwards and call it a night. So we're going to pull this thing forward. Hopefully it lets me. And it's not. Crap. I am way off. Alright, so she's got 2 different pivot points. So we're going to try something a little nuts here. See if we can't get this thing to get in the hole. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother with that. Alright, so we are just about to hit level 10. So let's take a look at our driver here real quick, see how she's doing. And she's still making us about $3,800 a day. She is now at level 4 on her high value training. She's currently pulling a bulldozer going from Carson City to Eureka. And that's I guess that's like a 16-hour drive. So, alright, so we got 102 in the bank. And, let's see what we got left to pay off. So we still got quite a bit to pay off, so we'll go ahead and, get that done. Alright, well we are going to call that a night from here. From here we're going to be going over to Rockin' Gamer Dad's stream. You can find him at twitch.tv/RockinGamerDad. He's going to be playing the same game we just played, American Trucker Sim. In the meantime, make sure you're following us on twitch.tv/ToySoldierGames. You can also follow us at streamlabs.com/ToySoldierGames. And if you want to follow us on YouTube, you can go to youtube.com and do a search for Toy Soldier Games. As well as Facebook, you can follow us there, facebook.com/ToySoldierGamer. That's Gamer, not games. Games was taken when we went to look for it. Just look for our little avatar, that's us, press follow, and it'll be good to go. So until tomorrow, you guys have a wonderful night, and we will see you guys later.